I mean, TJ Fletcher was not just any fraudster. He ran a fraud empire that was taken down last year in British policing's biggest ever fraud operation. The court heard today that 3 police officers had spent 700 days investigating the operation with help from international partners, including the FBI, including Dutch police. And in total, the website iSpoof that was run by Fletcher had defrauded people of around £100 million worldwide, £43 million of which was here in the UK, although prosecutors told the court this morning that actually, really, those numbers are only estimates based on the best investigative work that police were able to do, and the true costs to people right across the globe may never be known. Essentially, what iSpoof, the site, did is it gave criminals the tools to impersonate banks so that victims were called from numbers that looked trustworthy, looked like they belonged to banks, and then used that technique was used to con them essentially out of money. People were asked to transfer enormous sums, tens of thousands of pounds. One individual lost £2 million in just such a transaction. And Fletcher, for his part, was paid millions of pounds in Bitcoin, 117 Bitcoin, totaling about just over £3 million given to the site in total, of which just under 2 million went to Fletcher personally. And when he was arrested by police last year, he was found in possession of a Lamborghini, of 2 Range Rovers, and of a Rolex watch with a total value of over £300,000, in spite of the fact that the judge told the court this morning that he had no known legitimate sources of income. And victims had reported their businesses failing as a result. They'd reported depression, sleeplessness. They'd reported breakdowns in family relationships. The judge said that the experience for them had been harrowing, and that is why she has imposed such a large sentence of 13 years and 4 months. TJ Fletcher himself had expressed some remorse. In fact, he'd written a letter to the judge saying that he was sorry that he hadn't fully appreciated the full impact of his crimes on the victims, at least until he'd read the victim impact statements. But the judge was very clear. She said, in her view, that his regret, his remorse, was more regret at having been caught than any true remorse for what had happened to his victims.